Hello everybody, Josh the Junior Neckbeard in Training here, and today I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to set up my own NFS file server. Now this is not going to be an end-all be-all guide to NFS since I'm still learning a thing or two here. I just kind of hope that this works as intended because these commands are theoretical and I honestly haven't really tested any of this. So let's see if I taught myself everything correctly here. Okay, so we're here on the desktop now, and what I'm going to do is just connect to my server. There we go, and you can see I've already got two folders created here, and that's just documents and media. So what I'm going to do is just check my permissions real quick. Yeah, those look pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to prepare these for the exporting. So first of all, I want to make sure that I have my NFS server actually installed onto the computer, which I should already. So if I just do a quick apt list NFS kernel server, you can see that I do have it installed. If it's not installed, just do a quick apt install for it. And now what I'm going to do is get my config set up. It'll ask my password. And you can see that this just gives you a couple quick examples, and it also talks through it, but this is our access control list for basically what we're actually exporting here. So I've actually already got these quick wrote down, so I'm just going to give this a good old quick copy paste, and that should theoretically allow everybody on my local network here to connect. So go ahead and save that. And now let's go ahead and tell it that it should be exporting. And now all we should have to do is go ahead and start our server. And make sure that's enabled so that now when the computer turns on, it should automatically start sharing. And to give it a quick status check to see if it's up and running. Yes, and it should be. So let's go ahead and exit out of the server because we're basically done with it. It should be sharing everything that it should need to be sharing. So now we're back on the desktop. And I want to make sure that I have the NFS common package installed, which I do. I have the 64-bit version installed. And you can see with just a quick sudo show mount, you have to preface this with sudo, by the way, otherwise it's not going to show up at all. You can see that there is a file server sharing these two folders, and they're sharing them to specifically these addresses. So let's just go ahead and check my media folder, and we're going to attempt to mount this just to see if it works. Access denied. Oh, I bet you if I put this in, it'll work. Hey, what do you know? So that went ahead and worked, so let's just pull up my file manager, and you can see I can look into my media. So I know that works now. And if that works, then this should also work. Assuming that I put sudo behind it. And then to double check to make sure that they actually are mounted, I can actually just run just straight mount, and it'll tell me everything that's mounted on here. And because those are the last two things that were mounted, you can see that I mounted them. So now I have them mounted, and I can access them right now. Of course, for me to be able to just turn, if I were to ever just turn this computer off and turn it back on, I'd have to type those commands back in again to be able to access them. But what I can do is I can add them to my FS tab, and that will actually I should be able to put them onto my FS tab. That way I can mount them automatically. And the reason I'm doing that is because this is a desktop computer. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go too far away from that server. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So sudo nano etc fs tab. This is the file that controls every single drive that gets mounted when you turn on your computer, effectively. So now I should just be able to add both of my drives into here, and I'm just going to give this a quick comment, NFS server, and then paste that. And paste that. Now, I'm mounting this one here directly to my documents. And of course, I already have a documents folder. So, and I should already have a media folder created. But if not, you do need to have these folders made. So I have media and documents. So go ahead and save. And now I can actually test this too. So if I just do an unmount and an unmount, now I can check again, and now my folders are not mounted anymore. And then to mount everything on the FS tab, and then run that again, and now we're mounted. That's all it is. And then now we can just check to see if everything is working like it should. I should be able to create something in here. Then I should be able to delete it. I don't know why I dragged it off the screen. Yeah, looks like it's working as intended. And that is the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, maybe ring the bell as well, depending on how much you care. My goal is to post a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon American Eastern Standard Time. If there's any form of content you'd like to see in the future, don't be afraid to mention it in the comments. I'm currently unemployed, so I happen to have plenty of spare time on my hands.